And straight on to today's trading action. Turned out to be a strong start to the pre-budget week on Dalal Street. The Sensex clocked in gains of over 300 points, led by banks and oil and gas stocks. The Nifty cracked a century to surge beyond that 7,600 mark. Mid-caps continue to fare better than the blue chips as that index has rallied over 2%. Anuj Singhal now joining us for today's trading action. Anuj, are we seeing the start of a pre-budget rally now?
Looks like could be start of a pre-budget rally, but we would need some follow-up. But we had a triple century from the Sensex, we had almost a century from the Nifty, and we had a double century from the mid-cap index. So really, it was a broad-based buying that we saw in today's trade. In fact, so much so that almost every top traded stock was in the green today. The rally, of course, was led by banks and oil and gas. That's again good thing for the bulls because they have been the leaders of this market. Let's talk about some of these stocks. In fact, right on top, Larsen & Toubro, ONGC and ICICI Bank. This is what I call the troika, the three stocks that have been leading this market. All these three stocks were doing well in trade. Apart from that, PSU banks as well had a strong day in trade today. PNB was up 4%, Bank of Baroda was up 3.5%, SBI was up 1.8%. In fact, take a look at what happened to the mid-cap PSU banks. Syndicate 11%, Allahabad 9%, Bank of Maharashtra 8%. Every mid-cap PSU bank that you could find was buzzing in trade today. Some other nifty gainers in today's trade included stocks like BPCL, which was up 5.5%, Sun Pharma was up 4%, Tata Power was up about 4%. So that's the broad-based nature of this market that I was talking about. High Beta made a big comeback in today's trade outside the index. Big stocks, JP Power, JSW Energy, Lanco Infra, all up about 5 to 9%. And finally, some losers in trade today. United Spirits was down about 4%, has been the worst performing nifty stock this month, down 4%. And ahead of auto sales, Maruti and Mahindra were a bit weak. So as I said, looks like start of a pre-budget rally, but then you would need a confirmation maybe tomorrow or at some point during this week.
The trend is obviously very positive because ultimately the markets reflect the economic trend and the optimism that is there. The markets try and discount the future either on the up or the down. So currently I think the future looks very optimistic. It's not just the Indian investors. I think even international investors are very hot on India in terms of what kind of structural changes can happen in India now.
It's like Anuj was pointing out, we'll need another day of trade to know if you're really in the midst of a pre-budget rally. But the point is, we're exactly 10 days away from the union budget.